In this video, we're picking up where we left off to get your system fully integrated and online. We'll cover everything from secure cabling and power-up sequences to remote network configuration and fine-tuning your optics. If you've already positioned your tripods and mounted the enclosure, you're ready for the next phase. Let's now connect the telescope enclosure cables to your computer case. Insert the USB connector from the telescope into the CM port on your computer case. Be sure to fully tighten the locking screw. Connect the blue DC extension to the SDXL enclosure DC power connector. Finally, connect the weather station to the computer case port labeled WX. If your system includes the TAN box, you will find several key connection points on the exterior. Use the ports on the side of the box to connect your 12-volt DC power to the weather station and the power lead to the sensor enclosure. For network integration, utilize the LAN and WN/PoE ports as needed. On the opposite side, ensure you connect your primary power source to either the 110-volt AC or 12-volt DC input ports. Now we'll power up the system. Start by connecting the power plug. Then, open the computer case and press the power button on the UPS battery backup. Finally, press the power button on the computer to turn on the system. Next, let's connect an external computer to the system. Using your computer, connect to the Delta System Wi-Fi using the SSID and the password provided. Then, connect to the internal computer using remote desktop with the numbers provided or browse to the link on screen. 4 wired connections. Remember to move the RJ45 cable from the WAN port to an available port. Now it's time to point and focus the telescope. Point the telescope toward your target using the azimuth and elevation knobs. Open the telescope enclosure to access the focus knob. Then use your computer's live view to focus the telescope until your target is clear. Turn the knob left for long distance or right for closer objects. Once focused, close the telescope enclosure and be sure to tighten the top screws. Lastly, finalize your pointing alignment and lock the azimuth and elevation knobs. To finish up, make sure everything is secure for long-term deployment. Ensure the weather station wind vane is pointing due north. This is important for accurate wind direction readings. Secure all tripods and use the holes in the feet and tie-down rings to keep them stable. Also, secure any loose wires with zip ties to avoid them shaking the telescope. In the software, use the Geometry tab to set your latitude and longitude. Use the Feature Select tool to select and crop your target. To begin, go to Delta, Recording, and press Start. Now your Delta WX Turbulence Profiler is ready for use. Thanks for following along.